Hey everybody, welcome to this pick a card. This pick a card reading, as you can see by the title, is what is fun and different about your work situation, like work or about your schedule, basically. So the first pile is the Eight of Cups. Okay, the second pile is the Two of Wands. Okay, and then the third pile is going to be the Empress. So I'll show them again quickly. So we have the Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Empress. So go ahead and tune in intuitively to whatever pile you think is drawing to you the most, and I'll see you at your timestamps. Okay, bye guys. See you soon. Hello. So if you chose pile 1 with the Eight of Cups, so we're going to tune into your energy. I'm getting that you don't, it's like you, in your life, you don't always go with the things that other people consider to be good or fun. So for example, if someone's having like a birthday party, you wouldn't be really the first one to be so excited about that. Or if there's like a concert or something, like it's just like the things that are more like everyone thinks like they're so great. It could be anything really, but it's like, those things that just like people label as being so much fun, like going out to have a drink, or going to see a baseball game, or just like those things that like you just don't really vibe with them, with like where the crowd is going. Or if there's like a festival in your town, like you might go, but you might be doing like something different that not the crowd isn't really attracted to, but you'll be off doing something a little bit different. So yeah, I'm just really seeing that like you really like make a point to do things that aren't really the trend, and yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else. The Five of Wands. Yeah, so I'm seeing that you really work hard, like you really try to work hard to fight off any battles in your life, and I'm seeing that like the way you kind of move through life and through your daily routine, like it's like this very forward motion. Like I'm also feeling like the Eight of Wands energy, like it's very much just like clearing all the obstacles in your path to get where you want to be, and so that you can enjoy your day and just like you're willing to put up the fight to clear those things in your life that are holding you back, or just those people or situations. Like I'm seeing that a lot of the time, all the time in your daily life, you're just trying to annihilate all the things that are going to hold you back. And I'm seeing that it may take a lot of energy at times for you to do that, but it really pays off. And I'm seeing that creates space for you to do what you love, to see the people you love, to have the types of experiences that are more high vibrational, because you're willing to kind of cut out the things that, or the people that are giving you a hard time. So I'm seeing you do that in your daily life, um, which is really amazing because, yeah, not a lot of people have the courage or the energy or, just the sheer willpower it takes to like do that day in and day out. But it's something that I can see really pays off for you. So yeah, I'm just getting this really like, it's almost like Ace of Wands energy, just like, you're not afraid to go your own path. And I'm seeing you're probably a leader and people like to follow you. And I'm seeing even the Eight of Cups card, like, I feel like you're very much like very much like a leader, like, and people love to follow you and watch you because um, you might like to be in nature a lot. You might be very creative, and just like the ways that you have fun are very different. Like they're not conventional ways um, that you have fun, and you probably know what these things that you like to do are. It's just that like it's it's very like you're so not afraid, like you use your courage to be able to do the things that you love even if other people don't like it, and yet like while you're doing it people notice that and they see like how much joy you get from it, and then they end up like wanting to follow you, so that's really cool. And I think, yeah, you can embrace that. If people want to follow you, I think that's like a really big compliment for sure. Okay, let's get another card. So what is cool and different about your routine? Nine of Swords. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, I'm actually getting that you take the time to rest when you need to, and you kind of like block yourself out from the world when you need to, for sure. And I'm seeing you do this quite often, and it's actually really beneficial for you. Um, but yeah, I feel like sometimes you might kind of block yourself off or just go into a state of like a little bit of like stalemate or stagnation, because like you're really, really passionate. Like I'm getting this really passionate energy, and like by all costs, you're going to do what you love. And I feel like sometimes like it's almost like the pace you're going or the way you're doing it, it can be a little bit maybe I don't know, I don't want to say aggressive, but a little bit like that, like type of energy where it's like it's amazing, you're so passionate, but then I feel like sometimes it like takes a lot out of you to constantly choose this path when everybody else is sort of going a different way, and it doesn't always feel like you're supported in this path because it's so different. So I'm really seeing like that can be a heavy weight on you, and especially like maybe other people's judgments as well can be a weight on you because like you live your life so differently. But like I would say like, well, we're gonna get some more cards, but yeah, like it's I think it's like the problems are only as big as like we make them in our head. And also like I think if you're doing what you're passionate about, it doesn't matter like the way you're doing it. Um, what else? Yeah, I kind of just feel like you need to like be open to taking a break as well, and like try and like slow down a little bit as you're going through the journey, because I know that like as I'm a really passionate person, sometimes I can just go all in and then all of a sudden I'm burnt out, And so I feel like maybe you're thinking that like you need to try too hard at times, but I think when you're in the divine flow, like you don't get as burnt out and you realize you don't have to try as hard. Like you're still doing it, you're still doing everything you love, but you're just like kind of backing off, dialing it down a couple notches. so that, you don't feel the pressure, or you don't get into as many conflicts with that card. But let's see, like, yeah, see, we're getting the Four of Swords. This is telling you just to, like, back off a little bit, like definitely keep doing what you're doing, but try and find those times in the day where you can really, like, recharge and you can rest and everything, and then I think you'll be fine. I think, yeah, you just need to back off a little bit, so that, because, like, Spirit doesn't want us to go full force all the time. There's seasons for going that much, but most of the time we should just have a balance where we can, like, upkeep it but still have time for ourselves, and where we don't need to push so hard against people or situations. You know what I'm seeing? But let's get another card. The Four of Cups. One more card about pile one. What makes their routine? I think I'm getting this one. Cool and different. Oh, wow. Okay. So we got the Two of Cups. So yeah, the Four of Cups, this really makes sense with your energy. We'll talk about this first, and then we'll get around to the Two of Cups, which is a really beautiful energy. But for the Four of Cups, I'm really seeing that, yeah, like, I'm really seeing this sort of energy where it's like, you have a vision in your head of what you want your days to look like and your life to go like, and what you want to do, and you're very strong in that, and you're not going to just accept anything, or just accept anybody's help or anybody's suggestion, or just accept any situation or any hobby. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just going to do that, because your energy is like, I know what makes me happy. I know what I'm working towards. So this is, like, totally fair. Like, this is fine. I think it's actually a good thing to be in the Four of Cups sometimes, because that means that, like, you know what you want, if that makes sense. Like, you're not willing to settle for anything less than what you really resonate with. And I know it's like some people see it as ungrateful, but in this case, I don't know, it just really explains your energy really well with how you sort of navigate your daily routine, daily life. And yeah, it's kind of funny too, because it's like you just very much are in, like, your power of what you want. But for sure, this is just a word of caution. Like, don't be afraid to take an opportunity that doesn't seem right at the beginning, because you don't know what it might turn into. So still try and be open to different opportunities and things people do for you, because that might align you on the right path to get where you want to go, to be doing something you really do want to be doing. So sometimes, like, if we take that cup, it leads us to where we want to go and to what we feel we deserve. So yeah. And then for the Two of Cups, I feel like they're are you, like, co-creating with the universe? I feel like you do a lot of that. If not, I feel like you have a really good partner, either a friend or a lover, that really enjoys doing some of these hobbies with you, and some of these endeavors or projects, whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about right now. I feel like you're working towards it with someone. And I think that's really cool and different about your journey, is that you're not alone. Either you have, like, your spirit guides with you all the time, and you're talking to them, you're working on creating things with them, and they're helping you, and you're really appreciative of them. Or it's like you have a person in your life that you're working together with, and this makes you all the more stronger and powerful in your journey, all the more just inspiring that that you can co-create. I think that's such an amazing skill, and that's really, really cool. So anyway, that's all I had for you today. So if you could give it a like, I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel. But yeah, this is such a cool reading. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, wow, I haven't done one of these in a long time. Okay, I'm very rusty with this. Okay, Two of Wands. So whoever chose Two of Wands, it's really weird. I completely forgot this was the second pile. But hello, Two of Wands, pile 2. Um, ah, I'm just trying to get a feel for your energy. Um, wow, so I feel like you're really into planning. Like, I feel like this is a very organized person, like the type of person that would write a plan out for the day in their planner and would have kind of an idea in their mind ahead of time of what they're going to do with their time. I'm feeling like you're very good with your time. Like, you really, when it's a good day for you, you really maximize your time well. And yeah, I think you kind of hop from one thing to the next. And I think this really helps you like to stay calm and balanced because like you have a certain schedule of things that you've written out for yourself, and I think that really helps you to get where you're going. And what else? Yeah, I'm just getting this really calm, like I feel like is this a new path for you, or is this something that you've just really mastered recently? Because I feel like this is something where you are kind of looking out, and I feel like you're in a position of power because of this. Mm, maybe you dress quite like fairy-like or girly. Maybe you dress quite girly. Um, yeah, I'm getting bubblegum for some reason. Maybe it's just because of a card. Wow, I'm just getting very sexy energy with this for sure. Like, wow, I feel so good in this energy. You guys have a really good energy for sure. Like it's just a very gentle energy, but at the same time, it's like it's innocent, it's gentle, but very girly and sexy as well. And I feel like you guys really know who you are and you're very balanced in who you are. And I think this really helps you like with your daily life. But let's get some more cards for you. So yeah, I want to let you look at the card a bit too. See how it's like kind of bubblegummy pink? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, this is really funny because I'm like doing this at school. And yeah, I think people can see me, but I don't really care. Four of Wands. Okay, so the Four of Wands is just about celebration and wanting to build with someone. You see there's 2 unicorns there. So I feel like when people see you, I don't know if you're single, then you have a lot of admirers for sure, like for real, no joke. And then if you are together with someone, like they probably want to marry you, they probably see a future with you, like they really love how organized you are. Honestly, I love how organized you are. Like, tell me what you're doing. Like, I think it feels so good, right? When you can plan out your day and accomplish the things you wanted to, and just, oh, the day just flows well when you have an idea of what you want to do and you do it. Anyway, um, yes, so you just like thrive off of planning, and yeah, this is just a very attractive energy, right? Because you're very dedicated and diligent, and like I feel like this is sort of a business, like kind of an all business personality, like you like to get things done, but at the same time like you really can enjoy it while you're doing it. Like it's just this very constant calm energy, with a little bit of passion behind it, where even though you're working or you're working out or whatever you have planned for the day is like, yeah, you're doing that, but then you always find fun in it. So that's why you can keep going, and that's why you can like be productive all day, is because you can find the fun in it, and because you have love like for yourself in your life. Yeah. So that's like a really cool card to get. You just have overall really positive energy. I'm really impressed with whoever picked this pile. And I'm sure you're impressed with yourself. So you go right on ahead, and you should play. You probably know that song by Kool and the Gang called Celebration. I feel like you deserve to listen to that song and feel yourself and how far you've come, and just how, yeah, like I said, balanced, very balanced. And so like I'm not surprised the sun came out. Like I just said, positive. Like I'm not surprised at all. This energy is just so bomb, but like beautiful. And yeah, and we have like more pink here, and sunflowers, and just, I think people look to you for positivity, for when they're down. They probably ask you for advice, like, how do you keep going? And yeah, I think you probably give really good advice as well. Yeah, people might come to you and be asking, like, how do you keep your outlook so good and everything? And you just tell them, you're like, yeah, I do it. Okay, and then of course we got the Three of Swords. So this is like this shadow side of this energy. So I feel like because you're so um, dedicated in everything, there is a dark side of that too, of course. Like maybe it's probably taken its toll on you. You've probably had days where you're really tired and down. You probably have to be alone a lot sometimes, so that can really break your heart. I think because now this is really important. I think because your energy is positive and uplifting and very balanced, it's a hard thing to match, and people might be feeling insecure or intimidated, like probably more insecure, just feeling like they're not good enough to be in your energy, kind of thing, for whatever reason. And so I think this has really hurt you, because you might have taken it as like, people don't like me, or this guy doesn't want to hang out with me, when really, like, this is the God honest truth. I'm not making this up. Like, really, it's because um, they didn't feel good enough. And I think that can happen a lot, and we kind of overlook that. But really, like, when someone is really on their own path and doing well for themselves, um, it's hard. It can take a while for them to find people that are going to stick with them, because they have to meet them at their level. So I feel like, you don't get down on yourself because of that. Like, it's definitely not you, and try not to take these things personally, like these things that have hurt you in the past, because like the real reason it happened is because you're on an upward trajectory, and because you are so loving and wonderful, that yeah, that it might just take you a little bit to find the friends or the partner that can meet you at this. And look, we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, no doubt, like, no doubt your energy is very, very beautiful. And of course, we can't really see this in ourselves, but I'm telling you, people really see like the beautiful energy that you have. And I just want you to keep holding on to that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World. So two queens came out, Queen of Cup and Queen of Swords. That makes sense because I feel like your passion, you love what you do and you keep going, but then with the whole planning and routine and um, just sticking to what you so yeah, anyway, it's just a really good energy that you are in, and just very powerful but gentle at the same time. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you give this video a like, and you can comment down below if you feel like it. Okay, bye. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose the Empress, this is your reading, and you definitely are an Empress. You have reaped what you sow. You worked really hard to sort of gather your material possessions in a way that you love, in a creative way, as well as your accomplishments, whether it's through school or work. I think that you really have internalized those accomplishments and they really make you into this confident, badass person that you are. And I can see that it really just sort of oozes off you, like, because you've gotten to the place where you are now. It wasn't easy, but now I think in a lot of ways you enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you don't put your energy into things that won't give you anything. You take the right amount of time to rest. And you're just really happy to be like in your own space and have all of your needs met, and you love what you do, whatever it is. And yeah, you might have like this type of like starry-eyed look because um, I think you're successful where you definitely are successful, and even if you don't think that you are, you are, and people see that. So let's see what else. I think, yeah, you just really enjoy where you're at and you worked hard to get there. So more power to you. And we have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever you were doing, you might have been slow to get there, or it might have taken you a while to acquire wealth or a better place to live, or yeah, like I feel like this is the type of energy where it's like slow and steady wins the race. Like I think you were okay with things taking a little bit longer, and I think you know that if you just consistently work hard at it, that it'll pay off in the end. And so I think that's what's cool and different about your routine, is that um, you do things quite slowly, actually, and you definitely take things one day at a time. And I feel like that really pays off for you. And um, then you end up having things to offer other people. And I think you do like to share whatever you can with your friends and family. And I'm just getting this real energy of like, I'm a boss. I work slow and steady, but like I'm really successful in the way I do it. And yeah, so it's really different from a lot of things. Like I feel like you put in the work every day, whereas like some people will just do like a lot of work one day and then take a rest. But I feel like you're the type of person, like you just have a lot of stamina, so you keep going, and you like doing things that way where you can kind of like take your time but still like be working on something. And so I feel like that really helps you sort of stay in this calm energy of receiving and being in this Empress energy, because like you're okay with it taking a little bit longer, and like it's always paid off for you in the past, so like why won't it pay off for me now? And I think that's really cool, because it's like it takes a lot of courage to have that kind of patience and Yeah, and it's a lot of grace to just to be okay with things going slow. So I really admire that about you guys because I'm not always like that for sure. And I really do want to be more like that. Like I think in some areas I am, but with you, I think a lot of areas you're just very much like, you know what? I'm going to take what it takes, take the time it takes to build this up. You know what? It's okay. Like I'm going to really bask in this and I'm going to enjoy each moment of the journey while I'm working towards my goal. You know, I think you're really the type of person to be really mindful and enjoy and go for a night out, have a nightcap, go see your friends, even in the midst of maybe a stressful time. Like you're like, no, like we don't need to figure it all out now. Like that's not how life is. It's not how it works. So I feel like you're really in the divine flow of things. And I can sense like very easygoing personality um, from this pile, which is really interesting because like you still like easygoing, you're easygoing, but then you're ambitious at the same time, and that is really really cool about you guys that you for sure that you can just sort of be in your own energy, like you can relax, but yeah, you're still kind of working on things behind the scenes. And yeah, so that's why I think when you come to fruition with whatever it is, people are a little bit surprised, or yeah, they don't always expect it. It's kind of like the thing where like when spring finally comes and the weather finally starts to turn nice, they're like it's like so beautiful, so wonderful, but you were waiting for a long time. So I think that's how it is with you guys is like, yeah, it might take you a while, but when you do come to fruition with things, when you do figure it all out, it's beautiful. It's a really good quality work that you have produced. Um, you know, like you have something to show for it, and yeah, and I think yeah, hard work definitely pays off with you, Group Three. So Two of Swords. Um, I'm getting with this energy, Two of Swords. I'm just getting like you make the decisions you need to, and you work towards the things you need to in like a very calm manner. But you make decisions. The Devil. Maybe you get caught up in some things like your shadow side a bit, and you have to work through it a bit. So maybe that's why you also need to take things slow too. Is I think you're working on a lot of healing. So you're healing from attachments, um, from wanting things too much, you know, and from not having a good self image. So you're healing. So I think that's why you're healing, but you're working on stuff at the same time. Then judgment. Maybe you judge yourself a lot. Maybe you need to sort of give yourself some self love. And Six of Wands. Yeah, so in you're a leader, but you're also in a higher position. Seven of Pentacles. This is the work card. This is the work card. So you're definitely hard workers. Um, and yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's saying that like that's so funny because I said you reap what you sow. Like you're not afraid to put in the hard work, and I feel like you work unconventional hours. Like you probably work random times, like maybe late at night, or in the middle of the day. I feel like you're always thinking about work, which is really cool. Like you're always working on something. Like you really want to work towards your goals, and you really want to develop sort of a career for yourself that is different. That is not a 9 to 5. So you can like work on your own terms. And when you do that, you do have to kind of put in maybe sometime more hours, more thought into it, and you're okay with that though. I think you've really like taken this on as like a part of your way of life. Like I think you really have sort of integrated it well, where it's like you're not working all the time, but like you are thinking about it a lot and you're kind of pondering, and then when you get the ideas, you go back to it, and it's just this very calm energy of like, I have work on my mind, but like I'm not a workaholic, you know, like you definitely take the time out for when you need to and stuff, but it's like it's just you're very passionate, right? And when you're passionate about something, you can't really let it go for too long. And I think, yeah, your mind's just always on it. And I think you've done a lot of like you've taken action. Like the seven of Pentacles is showing that like they've taken action and they've made something. Like there's something materialistic to be shown for what they've been working on. And yeah, so you might be receiving accolades or you might be receiving um, like recognition for this. And the Six of Wands is also like getting public recognition. I really love the Six of Wands card. So I feel like because of this judgment on yourself, like I think you can be hard on yourself because you know you're always working towards that goal, but like I think you really need to bask in when people give you recognition or when you recognize that your work is going well and it's kind of going where you want it to go and there's sort of a physical representation of that, then you need to really acknowledge that and just stop for a minute and really just hype yourself up, you know what I mean, and give yourself a good thanking because yeah, I feel like yeah, and you go through your struggles, right? And I think the decision card, like, sometimes the decisions aren't always easy and they weigh heavily on you. So, for sure, like, if I could give you any advice, if you're willing to take my advice, it would be to just celebrate yourself, for sure. Um, Let me think of a song. There might be a good song for you. Celebrate. Um, I'm trying to think. Oh, Champagne Nights by Neo, I think it's called. I think you guys would really like that. And maybe you can even take it to heart and go and have yourself a champagne night because you definitely deserve it. And especially with spring coming and the weather changing everything, I think that we all deserve to celebrate and yeah, we don't have to have a special occasion. It could just be I'm celebrating this that I did in my work, you know. I don't think we celebrate that enough of like the day in and day out of where we've come. Like I think you guys have come so far, but you don't acknowledge that because you're so focused on getting even further. So for sure, you really should acknowledge how far you've come and how different you are and everything. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Thanks so much for watching. You can give this a like if you want. Okay, bye.